We're live. Welcome to another Galactic Tarot Zodiac reading for each sign. Let everybody just gather on in. If you somehow found me in the world of YouTube, this is the time where you hit that subscribe button, realize this isn't my real voice, and I will be your galactic pioneer, steering this ship towards ascension and your highest possible timeline. This is what we do, family. So yeah, do the things that the YouTube people say. You like, you subscribe, you do the things, okay? Love you so much. What is it? I wanted to spit some fire really quick before I start the readings. I'll put the times in. I do this thing where I put the little times in so you can jump around, so you can watch all of your readings for your rising, your moon, your Mars, all the things, my family. So let's talk a little bit. You know, I briefly talked about it on Galactic Tarot Instagram, but let's talk about it for a second. I want to talk about serotonin. I want to talk about the importance in being happy. And people know, like, yeah, obviously we all want to be happy at the end of the day. Well, most people do. I mean, if you don't want to be happy, you're in the wrong place, because I'm going to make you laugh. But anyways, the importance of serotonin. The importance of serotonin is, first off, let's actually go back. I want to talk about, I was watching a Jordan Peterson video, and he was talking about lobsters, believe it or not. And the lobsters, like the main head honcho lobster, actually, like when they test the lobster, I don't know how they did it. They probably ate it, but no, let's be serious. It had the most serotonin out of all the other lobsters, and its posture was actually better. So how's your posture right now, family? How's your antenna? Okay, this is your antenna. We know our chakras are here. And we know that, like, you know, when we're going through something, our body wants to slump over. We know that when somebody's attempting to attack the unattackable, that, sometimes the posture breaks down. So where is your posture? These should be normal. This is, like, by far the best thing that you can do to shift your entire life. I've known this for years through, like, you know, doing my personal training work back in the day. But just check your posture. That day that you check your posture, which you can do that just, like, you know, kind of like throwing your hands behind your buttocks, like the little military stance that they show you in the videos. When you go to check and you don't have to make an adjustment, your posture's good, or good enough. I mean, obviously there's always like little things that we can adjust with our posture. But now we're, you know, according to the doctor, he's saying that our posture will actually affect the amount of serotonin that we have. And the amount of serotonin that we have, at least for me, I'm not saying that this is guaranteed for anybody else out there, but for me, what my spirit team let me know just about a week and a half ago, doing a little bit of channeling of the Andromeda constellation, what was told to me was that 5 hours and 15 minutes, 5 hours and a half, sometime around that ratio, if we can be producing that much serotonin for that many hours, there will be a byproduct of it's a small amount, but a small amount is still better than no amount of DMT, dimethyltryptamine, released in our brain. So this serotonin, dopamine, you know, oxytocins, all the good things that come from us being happy and being in our joy, muy importante. But, you know, just saying that, looking at this thing that, you know, some are supplementing in as a drug, and then some others of us, like myself, are saying, you know, you can produce this stuff. You can figure out how to produce that. I've been saying it for years, and then finally some information comes through, at least for me. Burn some Palo Santo. And, you know, this message goes out to my brother, but this message goes out to all of you. And I was just, like, you know, going on Facebook, put up the post, let everybody know that, we're going live here. And I saw some hate. I saw some hate in my brother's post. And, you know, you don't owe these people anything. I'm going to tell you this right now. You don't owe these people anything. You know, whether they're family, whoever they are, if you're in a loving vibration and you're sending a loving message, and your family members, friends, whoever, people from your past seem to be attacking you on your Facebook feed or whatever, what are we doing here? You know, block them. You know, that's the message for today. Block your mom. I'm just kidding. Don't block your mom, but maybe your sister, maybe your brother, maybe your uncle, maybe your mom. Oh, I mean, no, block your mom. No, don't block your mom. Love you, Mom, if you're watching this right now. I'm never going to block you. If you keep that vibration correct. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're having a good time. What time are we at? It's up top. I always do this like, where is it? It's right in front of me. So look at that. Aries, we're going to write down about 5:30. I'm going to stop shuffling. Be prepared for weird voices and truth incarnate. Okay. So we're going to be checking the future timeline for July 1st to July 15th. No, actually, no, all of July. All of July. July. Already. So, let's get it going. Come on, Aries. Gather on in. Swear, true story. You know, just one more thing about the serotonin. I'm like meditating. I'm firing on all cylinders. I swear to you guys, this happened. Maybe I'm off by a few words, but some like, I don't know, he looked like he was about 25. Dude's at the front door yesterday. And I open up the door and like, you know, like when you're like meditating, you're not really in your body yet. I'm just like smiling, open the door. And he's like, are your parents home? I was almost just like, homie, I'm turning 40 in a couple years. My parents. You're doing something right. Okay, you're doing something right. All right, back to the Aries. That happened. Yeah. It's the little things in life. Oh, okay. Aries timeline. Here we go, Aries. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 3. How many cuts does it take to get to the center of somebody's timeline? Aries, what did I tell you about worrying? £6, 8 ounce newborn baby Jesus. He was a man. He was a man. Okay. What is this? I'm going to let you do the math. We got a card that represents worrying about money. And then we got a card that says release. But it's down on its side. So it says you're not releasing. Aries, what are you worried about? So there's a little bit of worry going on with this wombo combo. Spirit wants you to release this right now, right here, because it's the first and second card. So, let's just look a little bit forward. What are you worried about? In the energetic position, you are heading towards victory. So stop doing that. That is your message, Aries. Okay, on to Taurus. No, let's keep going. We'll keep going. All right, whatever it is, it's coming. There's an offering coming in the physical. So what is this? You're looking for a job? Did something happen? Or you're looking for like some business to come in? The worry needs to be released. You need to internalize and realize and know that right now, and this goes for all signs, in this present moment, you are manifesting your next present moment. So today, we're manifesting tomorrow. So if you're worrying, you're pushing this inevitable thing away. So just know that it's coming, whatever it is, whether it's, you're looking to rent a house, you have to be out, or some sort of job thing, or whatever it is, it looks like it's coming. And you created this challenge. You created this challenge in the past because you wanted the phoenix to rise from the ashes. So we look at the Phoenix, and then we look at this little guy right here, because these two cards of 6 and 7 are connected. So we see that the Phoenix is rising from the ashes, and you're being poked, energetically poked over and over again by Spirit to get this work done this month. Now is the time, Aries. Now is the time to get it done. Okay, now this, intense, Aries. We know how you can. We know how you do over here at Galactic Tarot. We know how you do. You come up with the King of Swords. I'll take S words for $400. That's swords, Mr. Connery. And you came up with the King of Swords. This is how others are viewing you. So there's a lot of intensity. This card usually represents like ex-military, a doctor, a lawyer, but this person can have a sharp tongue. So your brother's here to, not warn sounds bad, give you a cheat sheet, or to let you know that in the period before, I already went through English class, and during the English class, the teacher gave us a pop quiz. So there's a pop quiz, Aries. Be gentle, soft and gentle. Okay, hopes and fears. Could be hoping for a new car, but probably not for most people. This is hoping moving forward in balance. So yeah, start doing that. That's all. That's it. What are you hoping for? Hoping to move forward in balance. Just easier said than done. Get it done. Okay, one of the cosmic cards, the star. I love having the star in the cosmic position. This is all in alignment with the Phoenix. I'm looking at this in a diagonal. So what's saying is the next card is saying the inner child, the spiritual inner child is what's necessary. So what does your inner child want? What does your inner child want to do? And just knowing that this is something that you're being nudged. We already saw this. We already saw these, little energetic jabbers coming in, and now we get over here, we see the star card. So this is a spirit guide, an other dimensional version. Some people still use the term higher self. I like to put myself at the top of the totem pole personally, but to each their own. So the star card is saying that Spirit is pushing you to let all of the old go, to rise from the ashes better than you ever were before. And look what we have in the last cosmic position. It's good, Aries. It's good reading. There's work to do. There's niceness to exude. But mind, body, spirit, okay, all working together. So this is all done through this work with the inner child. And then we look forward to the future. It's moving on. Okay. Anyways, we get to the strength card. So strong. Look at how strong you are. Balanced and masculine and feminine. And who's this I see? Oh, look at that. There's so much energy. Oh, can you be my friend? I want to go out to a movie with you. No. How about no? So Aries, we got a little bit of how about no coming in, okay? So this is the view into the future. Okay, so you're so strong, you're lit, you're firing on all cylinders. This has happened to all of us. Let me tell you, sometimes people see the light. Moths to the flame, my family. Okay, so this person comes in, you're like, I don't know, I kind of don't want to goosh, okay? Making the decision. Okay, so once again, Aries, your brother, he's giving you there's a pop quiz coming. Is this going to be 5 minutes, 5 days? Or is it going to turn into 5 years? Don't let it. No, you do what feels right to you. There's some sort of lesson there. I'm not going to tell you what to do. They're the devil. Okay, moving on to Taurus. What time do we have here? 13:55. Free will and all that jazz, but how about no? How about no? Okay. But I was bad. I deserve it. No, you don't. Nope. Sorry. You can run that if you want, but don't run that up in here, okay? All right. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Woo! Ooh. beginning popped out, Taurus. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. It's good. It's very good. Okay. It's very good. It's very good. Oh, wow. Look at that. Same card in the same position. Alrighty. Oh, did I check the bottom of the deck? It's so unlike me. Did I forget for Aries? Well, there's the bottom of the deck. It's the Magician card. If I forgot, then I was supposed to forget. A wizard does not make mistakes. Isn't that right, Lappy? No, don't. His name's not Lap. Look at him. Lapis lazuli. All right, moving on. All righty. This one's making me hot. All right. Okay. All right, Taurus. Taurus. We know what this means. Okay, here's your family. All right, my family. Oh, I'm going to see them on the holiday. I'm going to, the family. And then this is down on its side, this card that represents the earth goddess. Some call her a witch, but let's look at these together. Okay, so something's not happening. Some truth isn't being spoken, or there's something that you're denying about yourself or your spiritual nature to your family. How long are we going to do this for? Yeah. Okay. Not judging, but maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to tell them, okay, whatever it is. When I started, letting people know the things that I knew would upset them, I found certain ways to tell them. Like, I called my Christian friends and I said, hey, I know this can upset you, but I believe in reincarnation or this or that, or I don't believe this. I do believe that. There's a soft way to do it. Like, you don't have to go to them and be like, you know what, Mom? I like herbs and it's okay. But there's a certain truth that has to be spoken and an aspect of self that needs to stop being denied to reach balance, to get what you deserve, to get this Justice card, which is an aspect of the High Priestess. So this is like a more masculine aspect. We got the two pillars, we got the scales, we got the seeing beyond the veil right here. We have this veil. So this energetic seeing beyond the veil to your real and true potential. Because it's like, oh, I have my magic and I do my things at night. But it's like, ooh, galactic goddess. We like her. I mean, don't throw her. We like her too. But we love her. Now, we love her. We love her. But galactic mother goddess with like cosmic star fields inside of her cloak. It's kind of an open and shut case here. So it says, step into your power. There's something you need to admit to your family. Then we get into the past and we get to the star. So once again, this could be connected to the same thing. This is about a guide that you've been in communication with, or a other dimensional version or higher self or spirit in general. So this can all be in alignment with all of this, because the end result that we see looking forward into the middle of the month, these two cards being connected. Oh my God, look at this. The rainbow bridge, the family celebrating, and you getting a huge download, Taurus. You getting a download if you admit the truth to your family, if you admit the truth to yourself, and you allow this shift to take place, if you allow you to be you and stop pretending to be somebody you're not, okay? So, yeah, I know, once again, it sounds easier said than done, but maybe it is super easy. How are others viewing you? Others are viewing you as the wheel of fortune, the wheel of karma. So others are viewing you deal with certain things that you don't need to be dealing with. There's a belief structure that you're dealing with them because of something that happened in a past lifetime, because of, I was naughty, I was this, I was that. So whatever's going on, or whatever was going on, know that that's done, because I'm very much so getting the wheel has stopped. It's all about growth. It's all about ascension right now. It's all about moving forward and focusing on the positive, which is luckily what you're doing, because I see this hope card right here, and it's the King of Wands. So this is magical mastery, because I can't see why anyone would fear the King of Wands. It's a very awesome card. And then moving into your first cosmic card, you get to the Page of Wands. There's something that you want to learn. When we look at what you want to learn, there it is again, that Tower card. Learning about what needs to be done to bring down the old, to rise into the new. So there we are, 2 months in a row coming up with the Tower card and the work that needs to be done. But what's most important, what did I start this reading off with? About the serotonin, about the joy, about the, what gives us our spiritual visions, what gives us our psychic visions is this enzyme, this thing that is produced in the body, and in some people more than others, this DMT. So we owe it to ourselves to be happy. And this card in the last cosmic position is saying this, this old version of crying over spilled milk's got to go. This old version of not stepping in the power, of this old version of biting your tongue when you know what's going to happen, when you can feel it, when you just fully right here. I see this physical embodiment of the Empress, and that goes for all the guys watching too. I know some of you might be like, well, it sounds really feminine, bruh. Well, guess what? Your reasoning, your intuition, your manifestation capability, this all comes from the right side of the brain, which is the feminine side of the brain. So step into that divine feminine, boys. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Okay, so looking forward towards the end of the month, we have happiness. So it looks like this is getting done one way or another. And then we quickly get to having to make a decision. So about that decision, we'll see you on the 15th, or we'll see you on the 1st of the month next month. I'm out of cards. This is what you get. So something's going to happen quick. So we'll have to see what that decision is, or it's going to be a little bit different for everybody watching. It's going to be a little bit different for every Taurus watching, but be prepared for all of a sudden something to come in quickly and a decision need to be made. And my question to you is, what was the first initial instinct when it first came up? What is the first thing that comes to your brain? Once again, this goes for all signs. When something comes up, what is the first thing your body and your mind and your heart tell you to do? Most of the time, that's going to be the right answer. And I would say every time, but it's every time for me. Maybe it's not for you, but I think it is. Let's be real. Okay, got to trust our intuition and trust what comes to us first, instead of muddying the waters, so to speak. So Taurus, we're at Gemini. 23:15. Okay. And twins. Gemini, like, is Mercury retrograde over yet? That was a doozy for you guys. I'm not laughing, but I'm kind of laughing. Okay. Hey man, he's laughing at my Gemini Mercury retrograde. It's over. That's the good news. I think we might have maybe a day or so left of the wave, but it's over. Come on, Gemini. Oh. Ooh. I'm like, yes, no, yes, and no. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, that balance card, that justice card. Okay. All right, it's good. It's good. I like this. You're heading towards victory. When we are the rock, when we are the most loving version that we can possibly be, Gemini. So this is very good. This is like, all you need is love. Bam, bam, not to be corny, but this is pretty obvious here. It says victory, being the rock, being the most loving one, knowing you're the most powerful one in your reality, which I hope you are. I hope you are anchoring that into your reality. Because there's nothing, once again, going for all signs, there's nothing egoic about that. Say you have two roommates living together, all right? I haven't said this in a while, but here we go. Say you have two roommates living together, and it's not an argument. They both are empowering each other by saying that they're each the most powerful in the reality. It's like, I'm the most powerful in the reality. And then instead of like this person having to break this person down to become more powerful, how, people tend to do on this planet from time to time. It's like, I'm the most powerful person in this reality. I'm the most powerful person. And it's like there's kind of this ladder effect going on where two people can springboard with each other's energy, with each other's belief structure, and things can multiply in the way that you want. But this is about love. I know some people hear power and they get triggered and they're like, well, power is bad. It's what you do with power. It's what you do with abundance. It's what you do with money. So if you think power is bad, there's something you need to heal there personally. So looking at the emotional category, we get the Queen of Pentacles. So that fire, that emotional, mental, and spiritual fire. So what is that fire loaded with? Love. Because you are manifesting. You're very, very powerful manifestors, Gemini. You know this. So it's all about focusing on what the mind is thinking, because we see this card in the past where it's like, oh, I was working very hard. You were working very hard because you manifested it. Your belief structure manifested it. And then I look forward to the future. What was I just saying? I was just talking about the Mercury retrograde. We see the moon, and then we see the, because these two cards are connected, we see the crying over spilled milk. So, what if it's just a belief structure that Gemini and Virgo and like these other signs are more affected by astrological forces? What if it's just a belief structure? And I know, yeah, the connection to Mercury, and Mercury's the fastest moving planet and all this stuff, but things don't need to be as difficult, and we don't need to have this anchored in belief structure that certain things are certain things are going to be that way. Like, we can be positive about it. So what this says is, yeah, maybe the full moon, there's something for you to heal. So look at that. I'm not saying to like bypass it and not do the work, but it's like, there's this thing that goes on. Something comes up in my reality, or something comes up in somebody else's reality. Something triggers us. So we get to the place where we're getting mad, or we're getting sad, or we're having to process some sort of energy. It's how long we dwell and stay in that vibration that, to me, is a test or a fail. Having it come up, not like brushing it aside and going, no, that's not real, I'm just happy. No. That's not getting the work done. Having the trigger come up, saying, what is the trigger? Why did it happen? Where did it come from? What needs to be transmuted within the mind, body, or soul for me to heal this, to move past it so this doesn't happen again? That is power. That is real wisdom. So how are others looking at you? How are others seeing you? They're seeing you as the Knight of Cups. So they're seeing you like, I love this. It's not like a puppy, but it's kind of just like, love me. Do you love me yet? It's cute. It's sweet. I love it, Gemini. You get a big hug. You get a big energy hug for that one. Okay. So hopes and fears. Who isn't hoping for this? Who isn't hoping to charge into battle with a magic wand? Just electricity. No, not battle. Okay, let's look at battle as things shifting on the planet, because things have to shift on the planet, and they are every day. We can hear it. I know some of you hear those fireworks. Let's not talk about that. We don't want the video to get shut down. I see you down there under the underground bunkers. He sounds crazy. What's he talking about? Some people know. Some people know. Talking to you. First cosmic card, Gemini. We love it. We love it. The Lover's card. So some sort of cosmic, energetic happy, very awesome soul family or loving vibration, or the lovers, plain and simple. This is an excellent time to travel with your lover, because we're seeing this timeline card. We're seeing this shift. We're seeing this physical move, maybe with your lover, or going somewhere where this lover or this past lifetime relationship may be. But then when I get to the last cosmic card, it shows difficulty deciding whether to go left or go right. So if you need the nudge to go, if you need the nudge to do it, here it comes from your brother. Do it. Get it done. Go. This is very important. This is something that there could be regret or resentment towards yourself if you do not do this thing. So get rid of whatever these worries are. When we manifest something, when we say, we will be going here, I will be doing this, this will be happening, then the funds will come in, or whatever blockages that seem to be there that obviously are being created by the self will dissipate. So looking even a little more forward, okay, looking towards the end of the month, we get the Hermit card. We get this return of energy. Oh my God, the Temperance card. Look at that. I love this. Okay, Gemini. So this is saying to spend time alone in nature, spend time in those creeks. This can be the ocean, but normally this represents more like being in the woods or being on top of a mountain. And this basically says that angelic energy, some sort of angelic upgrade is returned to you. It's not like it's a new thing. It might seem new in this lifetime, but this is something that's being returned to you. This is something that is you already knew at some point. This is some knowledge that you already had at some point. So moving on from there, what are we at now? 32 minutes for Cancer. Right? Cancer? Whenever I get to this little window, I feel like I'm going to forget a sign. I never do, but oof, boy, would I get emails on that one. You forgot me. You guys don't sound like that. I don't know why that's the voice when I... Like, no one's ever sounded like the voice that I do. What is that? Who would steal 30 bagged lunches? Okay. All right. That was a doozy. All right, Cancer, let's do this. Happy birthday, by the way. Cancer be like, thank God we're out of Gemini time. I hear you guys. The Gemini are great. We love them. We love them. Some people need too much structure. They need too much, I don't like change. All right, moving on. High ground. Love it. Cancer, July, okay. Oh, you're just so loving. You're so loving. I love you, Cancer. Okay. The sun. I know you guys love this time of year. I think all the summer signs do. But yeah, there's an extra happiness going around that isn't around when there's 2 feet of snow on the ground, if you know what I'm talking about. But that happiness should always be around, Cancer. Okay. All right. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles. tough decision. Oh, they're fiery. Whoever this card is representing, they are fiery. Okay. It's a little bit different for everybody. Some of these people, it's a ex-lover. Some of you guys, it's mom or a family member. Okay, so this is saying there's some tough decision. There's something that needs to be forgiven. There's some sort of blockage to move past. You know what the blockage is. It's down on its side. What sign are we on? You just missed it, Maddie. We're on Cancer. We just started Cancer. Later on, if you check back in 23 minutes, Queen, what up? 23 minutes is where I started Gemini. So anyways, moving forward while looking backwards, this is a pretty big situation. Moving forward towards looking backward while looking backwards, that's how people trip. And in the physical, this is a physical argument or debate that went on. So this is a pretty big situation for it to take up 4 cards of your monthly spread. This seems like something that's already happened. If it hasn't already happened and you're just like, what is he talking about? Or a fight or some sort of heated debate does come up with this family member or with this lover, this is going to make a little bit more sense for each person. It's going to be a little bit different. So when I look at the past, we see the 2 of Cups. So this, you heal me, I heal you, this friendship card. So this is saying that whatever happened, there's normally a friend that you reach out to, but this time, it's about completion, really completing what took place. So to really complete what took place, it says get out into nature and complete it yourself. What needs to be done? What thoughts need to be had? What conversation needs to be had with whoever this person is or with yourself to move past this? Because this card that keeps coming up today is coming up again. And look at this, same exact position. I love this. This literally was just right there in the last reading, and here it is again, the Knight of Cups and how people are viewing you. So Cancer is also, just in a more loving state and wants to be loved and love others. So excellent stuff. Hopes and fears. Oh, this could be a little bit different for everybody, but I'm going to just go ahead with the. Is this Zodiac? Yeah, this is astrologically based. Okay, so it's hoping for something to clear. Something is clearing right now, and you're using, actually, whether you know it or not, you're using astrological magic to get this done. So that's awesome. I love that, what you're hoping to have take place. Look what it is again. It's the card that some people get triggered by, but you shouldn't, because it's actually really epic. Who wants to be in a building with no door? These people were stuck in the building. It's like, oh, are you safe? Are you safe as people just throw vegan cheeseburgers up in the window? No, you want to be out of there anyways. You want the phoenix to rise from the ashes. So we see these 3 cards, which is one of the aligns that's connected in alignment with the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, that's saying complete what you know needs to be completed. When I mentioned that, something came to your mind, and then it was like, well, no, it can't be. It's exactly that. Whatever came up when I said about the world and the Hanged Man and what you need to finish on your own, and it's not about contacting this friend and doing it how you used to do it. It's about you can do this. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know you can do this, and Spirit wants you to get it done. And it's all about what needs to be done for the phoenix to rise from the ashes, for us to step into this most powerful version of this. I'm a high angelic. Okay, well, be a high seraphim. Grow. It's time for a new shell for our hermit crab, or whatever you'd say. Okay, his Spirit's giving you an offering, and it's like, take that cup. Look at the person. They're like, yeah, I don't know if I want that cup. Come on, don't you want to shake that guy? I want to shake that guy right now. That guy's you. Okay, I just want to shake you with love. Do it. You got this. Okay, so whatever happened, let's clear this. Let's have the conversation. Let's put the ball in their court. Let's close the buffet. Let's, if we have to, we say sorry, whatever it is. It's be the bigger person. The last thing you want to do, and you'll know exactly what this is if you're what came up first, number 1, and then look what comes up over the next days. And whenever you see this, look what comes up with what happened with family or whoever this person is. If this is an old love situation, it's absolutely not serving you anymore, is what this says. But regardless of whatever it is, it's not serving you. You want to move past this, you want to forgive it, and you want to be looking where you're going. Okay, Cancer. and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Look at how lit this is. Slightly jealous of these 3 cards in a row. Oh my God. Okay, so you're a paladin heading towards victory, end of the month. You have all of the elements on the table, and then we get to the tree of the Sephiroth. So epic, just like family, thriving, everything awesome. You have all the elements, you're in the proper flow, and you're a light warrior. So yeah. All right, everybody, keep your cancers close, all right? Let me just hop on the back of that cape and just go for a slide. Okay, anyways, moving on. Looking good. Looking good. Let's just get the work done. Let's, whatever this stuff is with the, I'm guessing it's family. Yeah, around 80%. Yeah, some people it's an old love situation. You're like, maybe it's been long enough. Maybe they changed. There's an old Italian mafioso saying, a leopard never changes their spots. Okay, moving on. Leo! Yeah! I get a reading too. All right, 4114. Ooh, I like those numbers. I like them. All right. All right. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was really good, Cancer. You're never going to guess what card came up again. Oh my God. News. Alrighty. What do we have here? Okay. Okay. All right, let's just get right on into it. All right, there's some serious spiritual work going on in the collective right now. This is 5 out of 6 tower cards. Out of 6 readings so far. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is 5. So 4 out of 5. We've had the tower come up. So there's some serious work to be done right here. And like, you know, what better card to start it off? Like, you know, this is the, you know, this card actually, I was following this card around for years. Not literally. But you know, my teacher Connie was like, you know, this is the card, like focus on where this card comes up. So I'm definitely focusing on this reading, because like there's something to be harvested that's not being harvested, some sort of spiritual work, something for Leo to do right now to get done. So clearly something needs to be taken back, because we're getting this in the emotional category. So not relating to money, but this usually, if this comes up in the emotional category, it's look through the spiritual window. And then we get right into the card that represents soul retrieval in the physical. So when this card comes up in the 4 or the 5 location, there's something that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be taken back from, you know, whoever we gave it up to because we abused our power, or somebody just taking something from us through some sort of spiritual attack. Like I was telling you earlier, like the posture can be broken down. So, you know, who is that for you, Leo? If you're watching this, who or what situation is it that you feel like something was taken away? Because when I look to the past, we see the Queen of Wands. So it's something related to our magical power. It's something related to the witch, so to speak. And then it shows the phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's like, we haven't decided to do this thing yet. Like this difficulty knowing whether to go left or go right with this phoenix rising from the ashes, because of some sort of hurt, because of some prior, something that took place. So I'm excited to do whatever this work is. I'm going to be tuning in on this later. But yeah. How are others seeing us? Okay, I know this looks bad. It's not, I promise you. This is very good. Others are seeing us go through a massive shift. Others are seeing, like, when this card comes up here, I know some people don't like the Death card, the Tower card, the Devil card. They're not bad cards. There's worse cards in the tarot than these cards. You know, we cover up just this side. Like, we can see, is the sun setting or is the sun rising? This is saying that something's shifting, something's ending. So something's ending when we basically stand up for ourselves in whatever way and we take back our power. It's like when we take back that power and prove that we can, while hoping, the hopes and fears, love this card, this is actually my card, hoping for a celebration. The celebration is coming. We have to trust that the things that are taking place on the planet, because like some people are contacting me and they're in fear about certain things that are taking place, but then when I really tune in on the things, you know, there's how do I say this without getting the video shut down? There are certain vibrations that seem to want to agitate us because it almost seems like tracks are being covered up. But if the tracks are being covered up, and I can only imagine like what percentage of people know what I'm talking about right now. If the tracks are being covered up, that means that something is stopping and something is shifting for the positive on the planet. So this is good situation. And I know some people think, you know, certain people like, you know, have to be punished for like doing naughty things, but you know, maybe they'll punish themselves. Okay. First cosmic card is, you know, either too many lovers in the picture or a little bit of heartbreak, you know, transpiring from this Tower card, from the phoenix rising from the ashes. So something needing to be healed, transmuted. This is like, anybody who took my tarot course is going to see, like, you know, what do I always say about these two cards sitting side by side? So we see this huge download. We see this huge financial, physical, energetic abundance coming in when this work is done. So yeah, get this work done, Leo. If you don't know how to do it, then it would be beneficial to at least put out a mantra to have this work begin, or to, you know, the state of transmutation to start. But this is a good time to reach out, because like I was saying, anybody who took my course, this is in the 4th position, and then this is in the, what is this, the 13th or the 12th? This is in the last cosmic position. I always say when these two come up together, it's definitely representing soul retrieval work. So this is representing something being taken back, something being retrieved, plain and simple. We got these side by side. I can see the whole situation. You know, this whatever seems to be slowing you down it's not supposed to be blamed on this other person. It's something you asked for. This is to make us better. This is to make us more powerful. This is to make us like diamond scale, impenetrable, epic forces of nature that we need to be in this present moment, that we came here to become. If we didn't have these challenges, if we didn't have these things arise, we would never have to step up to the plate to actually have the phoenix rise from the ashes. And what is the phoenix? The phoenix is immortal, okay? So getting into this immortal nature of retrieving whatever this big, gigantous ball of power is. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, Leo, because we get the Ace of Swords. So when the Ace of Swords comes up in the position that it came up in, I'm validating things for you. So part of your brain might be pretending to be confused because you're not ready to heal this, or you want something to be a different way, but you know exactly what needs to be healed. And once again, this card again in the same position. I'm getting a lot of the same cards in the same places. So it's going to happen quick. Everything you've ever wanted. The manifestation, all the elements on the table, is the very last card. So this says basically all of this is going to be done within this month of July. So whatever it is, getting it started, getting it done, or, you know, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, family. I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, sometimes we think, but I hear that all the time. I already forgave them, Alexander. And then like I get them talking, and I'm like, really? So it's the same thing. It's like, I thought I already did this work. What is the work you thought you already did? Talking to myself too. Not judging. Virgo! Alrighty then. 50 minutes on the button. Woo. Virgo. Okay. Oh, the Lovers. Not bad there. All right. Now that's 5 5 out of 6. Okay. The Tower, Rapunzel. A lot of the same cards. I'm starting to wonder if this deck has gotten sticky. No, but it hasn't. What is happening? Is this real life? Okay. All right, Virgo. You have a decision to make. Decision. Do it. Yes. What is this? What kind of decision is this? Yeah. Yes. The building's already come down. So it's like, do I let the phoenix rise from the ashes? Yes. Something has shifted. Something has drastically changed, Virgo. So let's move into the new. Let's move into the new and look at this. Angelic in the energetic position. So it's, this is a drastic upgrade of love, light, power, just epic nature. You got the Star card coming up. You got the Temperance card right here in the third position, which is the mind and the spirit, or the emotions. And then we have the in the physical, we have emails, phone calls, text messages, information coming through. But it seems like there's this kind of like schism going on here for you, Virgo. It seems like there's people trying to pull you to the old, like someone's trying to pull you, or some people are trying to pull you to your old version, and the old version's gone. That's what this says. And whoever these people are, like whether they're friends, family members, whoever's pulling you to let's go out tonight, let's do this, let's do that. Spirit wants you to remember how you feel when you're with them. Because this card comes up, it says, do unto others as you want done unto yourself, into the past. Another card that comes up in a lot of readings. And it's a reminder of treating others how we want to be treated. And it's like, anytime you find yourself like, oh, these people, those, it's like, just remind yourself that we're all one. That's one thing that all the religions, all the dogmas agree with is, this we're all one. So why are we judging ourselves because we feel like we don't have something, or we feel like somebody has something that we're missing? So this is all about manifestation right now, and how awesome and how epic and great everything is, but it's not being looked at this way right now because you're being given a choice. You're being given a choice because I see this like this. I'll give you a little flash ahead to the future. I see this like this. So this is the old way, and I know I love this card. I love her. But sometimes she comes up in different ways. And then we have this card that represents spirit, or spirit guides, or higher selves, other dimensional versions, whatever your vocab supports in that place. So I'm looking forward to 6 and 7. We get to the Queen of Pentacles with the offering. Okay, so having all this fire and making an offering. So this is, whether you're a guy, whether you're a gal, this is you. This is you having this feminine energy, but having this feminine energy balanced with the masculine, having the appropriate flame, having the appropriate light field around you, because this is all in alignment with the star. The star is like kind of like running this whole reading right now. It's like spirit wants to communicate with you. Alexander communicates with spirit, like, you know, the paying attention. Okay, I know I'm not saying you're not paying attention, Virgo, but pay attention a little bit more than the other 11 signs right now, because yours has a choice. Everybody else's tower was standing up. This is something that they know that they're doing, and you're having a choice right now of, do I want to do the old, which the old is gone. The old is gone. That world is gone. You can recreate that world. You're powerful enough. You can recreate however it was, but you deserve, and you came here for better. Okay? It's because I see this tough decision over here. Others are seeing you make a tough decision. Yeah, it is a tough decision. It can be. It can be a tough decision to let the old melt away. But this is what you want, plain and simple. Whether it seems like it or not, whether it's triggering or not to hear me say that, please sit with this. Hopes and fears. Hoping to be in a more loving situation, hoping finding someone to give love, hoping for somebody to give love to you. That's what's coming up in the hopes and fears. And then straight across the cosmic, okay, we've got this card that represents timelines, a vacation, a physical move. And then we get to the star card, all right? So there's that star card again. All right, so this is about timelines for sure. This is about these two timelines, because we start off with the 2 with the choice, and here we are over here at the 2 again, and then we get to the star card. Spirit wants you to know what's going on. Spirit's like coming through with energy. Spirit's coming through with animal totems and signs and a lot of information this month, but also people from your past are trying to distract you. People from your past are trying to see if they talk crap about people enough or gossip enough. Will you be involved in this gossip? Are you going to prove to yourself, because this is all about you right now, are you going to prove to yourself that you've made the shift and what you manifested for years, which you now have the opportunity to attain? Are you going to prove to yourself that you really want it? No pressure, Virgo. Anyways. Okay, so we see this other card that can represent a journey, other card that can represent a vacation, but saying something, there's something pulling you with the water. And then this card of worrying about money, and this card of being alone in nature. So honestly, this looks like it doesn't have to be like a 5-month like walkabout with a backpack, but it looks like you maybe wanting to go on a trip alone. Not worrying about the money, just getting it done and going out there and whatever it is, whether it's a couple nights in an Airbnb and you drive to it, or it's actually somewhere you fly to. Nature is calling you to go and do this work, and to do this work on yourself. And this work is done the most efficiently when others are not around, is what it says. So no pressure, but also kind of like a little bit of pressure. All right. Good stuff, Virgo. It's good. It was good. Some of these readings have been like, if I put the cards in a different order, it would be terrible. But it wasn't terrible. It's good stuff. It really is. All right. Now we are at Libra. The leaves. Dropping cards for the leaves. 5843. Alrighty. No pressure at all, except for all of that pressure that you feel. Oh, man. Oof. Libra, what did you do? What did you know? No, Leaves, leaves, leaves. It's like, stop calling us leaves. Why am I dropping so many cards? There we go. That ended off on a good note. Oh, he's throwing stuff. Okay. The sun. There we go. It's good. It's happy. Like 4 people. It was at 41. It's at 37. People are like, I don't know. I'm going to leave before he sells it. Okay. All right. All right. A little bit of... do we even need to talk about this? Okay. Anyways, a little bit of heartbreak, or something going on with this lover, this soulmate. Something took place that is... I love my job. Okay. We're going to start over. All right. All right, something needs to be healed here, okay? This card represents cheating, and it's right there with the Lover's card down on its side. So this is representing a soulmate, so there's something that needed to take place here. There's something that did take place here, and this needs to be transmuted, plain and simple. Or, maybe your brother just needs to let you know that, yeah, this is going on, okay? So pay attention, Libra. That's what I'll say. And we get in the energetic, the most loving man in the deck, this card that is the Rock. So proving our love to ourselves, proving that we are this strong, loving frequency. And then we get right into the Knight of Cups. And this reminds me a lot of myself. There's this aspect of, it's like, it doesn't matter how many times we're hurt. It doesn't matter how many times, the heart becomes, able to be healed and become more powerful by whatever choices that people make around us. But it's like, it's up to us to not close off. And I know a lot of people, they really protect their heart, and this leaves certain things where there can be regrets or resentment for me. That's why I choose not to do this. I know we're all a little different. I'm just letting you know Alexander's view on this is like, I'd rather keep my heart here on my sleeve and keep being the loving person that I am and keep showing my innocence and keep showing my giant heart than to close it off, block it off, lock it off. I think that's going to protect me, because it doesn't protect you. Because then if you do close off your heart, what if there's a version of you in the future that always wonders, what if I didn't close off my heart? So it's like, to find the right person, to find the right situation, just keep being the loving person that you are. That's just my suggestion to you, because I'm seeing these 2 cards together. It's saying be the Rock, offer the love. But it's like, be the Rock, offer the love, while dealing with whether this is a past situation or this is going on right now. This needs to be healed and transmuted, because I look into the past, throwing cards, I look into the past and it shows difficulty sleeping at night. So what is this? Is this going on right now? Was this happening last night? Was this a week ago? When were you feeling like there might be deceit or something taking place in your reality? Okay? And then we get to the 2 cards that are connected, the World, so a completion with the Knight of Wands, a completion with the Paladin. So either getting to this point of being this light warrior yourself, or this is a completion to this segment of this person that is represents the Knight of Wands for you. Because something's completing this month with this person, whoever this person is. And I mean, having this card not be the Devil and having this card be the Lover's card means that this is a soulmate situation. What is healing? What is taking place? So how are others viewing you? Others are viewing you actually still be loving. Others are viewing you in a love situation, in a love relationship, in a loving state. So this is good. This, like I said, this is good either way. It sounds challenging. It looks a little challenging, but it's like, either way, if it's a soulmate, we manifested this. We asked for this. So just, and that's the way, for all zodiac signs, that's the way I look at everything that seems like a challenge. If a challenge arises, it's because I created it. And when we take ownership over the reality in that way, sometimes things instantly dissolve and dissipate. But if they don't, when we take the power over it, that gives us the true, access to the full reality as the magician that we are, as the light warrior that we are. This gives us the full ability to more control the reality, because when this thing comes up, instead of looking at it like the bad man or the bad energy or this frequency or that frequency is projecting in and this something's doing this to me, when we say I'm doing this to myself, which, either way, if the one is in the all, then you are doing it yourself. So it's like, yeah, we can say this outside source, oh, it's this thing, it's this, spiritual community, it's these people, it's this starseed race. That doesn't work anymore, plain and simple. Just doesn't work anymore. So moving forward with love, and then we get to the hopes and dreams, hopes or fears, and we get the mind, body, spirit. So something very good is coming from this. Something very good is coming from this. I'm getting this can be a money card for some, but this is like a 50-50 of looking through the spiritual window, looking at this in a more spiritual light, and looking at why this happened and how this was created. And see, here she is again, and it's not like it was last time. In this reading, she's coming up to say something about the truth, holding the truth, admitting the truth to yourself. There's something going on with self-worth or belief structure. For this to be in the cosmic position, the bigger the hat, the bigger the situation, the bigger the thought structure. So there's some reason that this was manifested. There's some reason that this situation was created. Okay? So be grateful for it and just, get through the healing is what I'm getting. So this was the first card that came down, and it's literally in a diagonal with the 3. So, that's one thing my teacher taught me, was there's too many people in the picture. So if this is you doing this also, like if it's actually you that during this month of July is presented with cheating on your lover, yeah, I don't even need to talk about that. Anyways, okay, all right, so we see this celebration of too many people in the picture, difficulty knowing whether to go left or go right, and then this reminder of who and what you are, a high angelic. Okay, so the Temperance card, or talk to your angels, or tune in. What does Spirit tell you to do? Drop some cards, get a session, whatever the heck it is. Really figure out what this is and what's taking place. Okay, and then we get this trip, this vacation, this going by the water to choose the timeline of innocence, plain and simple, of innocence and intuition. What does your inner child want? Okay, does your inner child want to deal with this situation? Absolutely not. These are the type of situations that make the inner child go hide under the bed or run off into the closet and hide until the bad man or woman's gone. But so this is work that needs to be done, plain and simple. This is work that needs to be done. It needs to be discovered. It needs to be admitted to yourself, and it needs to be released, because that's the very last card of the reading. So we get this, once again, there's the big bad man, okay? And then we get this card that shows energy returning to you, or some sort of return in general. And then we get to the Ace of Cups, the release. So this emotional release, this physical and emotional release at the end. So it's like, don't bottle whatever this is, whatever's coming up, whether this is a situation from a month ago, one day from now, or 10 years ago. When you think of this card of cheating or who you cheated on, will be completed. But it's necessary for you to be the most loving version of yourself, is to, prove whatever this is to yourself, and to be that happy, loving version. Bottom of the deck. Okay, Virgo. I need coffee on that. Not Virgo, Libra. Sorry about that. Leaves. The leaves. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of cards. That was a lot of cards. Coffee. Did I say it like that? Did the accent come out? Sometimes people talk to me when I'm not live, and they're like, "You parked in my grandfather's parking spot," and I'm like, "Oh God, what did I just say?" Anyways, 109.35. Scorpio. I can feel it. It's a good one. It's a good one. better be good. Okay. Can't find my khakis. Did you check your khakis? It was a clean cut. Yeah. Okay. Timelines, good stuff. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Okay. All right, completion, or the lack thereof. All right, so something was being completed, and it's almost like it's been interrupted. Some work was being done, and now it hasn't finished. So if it hasn't finished because there's been some sort of blockage or roadblock or something that's come up, but it's like this says, Scorpio, that you were doing something that now you've stopped, okay? So emotionally, what are you going to do about that? Because this says you're crying over spilled milk. It's like, oh, I was so close. I was doing this thing and now it's not done. What is the reason for that? Because I'm seeing in the physical this card of seeing beyond the veil and, achieving balance and holding the truth. So holding the truth with whatever this is and making time for whatever it is. There might be some belief structure how it's not possible now, but I'm seeing that it's very much so possible, and Spirit wants you to know that, okay? So back to the past, we see the Sun card. So we see this card that represents happiness and joy, and maybe a baby. We see some sort of belief structure of happiness, which is the belief structure to have, joy, in the past. And when we look into the immediate future, we see the finer things in life, or the wine drinking woman, and then we see the guide, the spirit guide, the other dimensional version of yourself. So what are we getting here? Been doing a little boozing, huh, Scorp? Been sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine? No, I mean, it's summertime, for the northern hemisphere at least. So yeah, going out in a boat. All right. Maybe use the smaller wine glass. And this is coming up at some point during the month of July. Spirit just wants to let you know. It's almost like you say a thing. If you allow yourself to drink, you act a way that you didn't want to act, is what this is basically saying. Spirit's it's like, once again, Alexander's letting you know there's a pop quiz coming up. So yeah, just pay attention. Pay attention to where, that's all. I'm going to let you figure that one out on your own, okay? How are others seeing you? Others are seeing you manifest this, that, and everything. Others are seeing you make things happen, but some of the things that you're making happen seem odd to them. So just trust. Be in the state of trust, and just know you're figuring out your magic. You're figuring out how to use your magic. Everything that's taking place, everything that's going on in your reality is very, very positive right now. Okay, it doesn't seem that way. It seems a little challenging, and I know you guys, you Scorpios, have been going through a little bit of challenges, but I see like everything that comes from this is, oh my God, this card came up in the same position again. I see that everything that's going on is like, once again, it's us becoming and not numb. I don't want you to think when I say like unaffected, but like this like diamond scale armor. I can't even really explain it. It's like certain things are coming up. We're going through certain situations to prove to ourselves and to get to a point where we're not affected by the things and the thoughts and the arguments and the fights and other people's energy anymore. To really be in our zen, or whatever the word is, our joy, our bliss, our highest vibration. We're choosing to go through certain things, to treat others certain ways, to have certain tests to prove that it's done. So I get to cosmic card number 1, the Lovers. Good stuff. So whatever this situation is, whatever this relationship is, it is a past life relationship. So if you've been, whether this person is resembled or represented in your field in this present moment, it looks like somebody might be coming forward. Looks like we're getting the love readings at the beginning of the month, and now we're going to go drop cards on the 15th. I won't get the Lovers card once. No, cancel clear that. Anyways, it goes from the Lovers card to the Wheel. All right? So, do it. Still do it. I'm not getting, sometimes I get certain alignments of cards and I'm like, like, I don't know, what was that? Maybe Taurus or Gemini. We had the Devil card come up, and I didn't tell people to run, but I told them like, maybe run. But there's something being retrieved. There's something being healed in whatever the situation is, because it says the Lovers. So it says past life relationship, the Wheel. So it says past life relationship, karma, retrieving. So just, if something odd is going to happen, just make sure you're not the one that creates it, and you just keep, like I said, keep proving to this reality that you're the awesome person that you are, plain and simple. All right, so moving forward, glancing at the future, glancing further into the month, at the end of the month, we get to the King of Wands. Surprise, surprise, we get the Knight of Swords again. So moving forward very, very quickly, moving forward towards an offering. Okay, so what is this offering? Because it looks like some offering from a guy is coming kind of quick. So what is it? Is it family? Is it friends? Who is it that thinks it's quick? Do you think it's quick? Whatever this is, and this can be a masculine, a woman that has more masculine energy out there for you guys, or for everybody. But I am definitely picking up a little bit more masculine energy, moving very, very quickly, and then an offering. So what is this? What is this that's taking place? There's definitely something to heal. We might be wondering if something bad is going on, and like I said, I'm getting to trust, plain and simple. I'm getting to trust with whatever the situation is. But what I am getting with this is it might be quick. So just pay attention to what comes up during July, and if this is related to the same line of cards, if this is related to the same person, something might be moving very, very quickly. And why? Ask yourself that. Sit with it. I'm not saying to say no. I'm saying that just to sit with it, because this is a big decision to make. It's a big offering. It's not like hey, let's go watch a movie. This is something bigger. This is like more like do you want to live together? Or do you want to go to this place? Or it's hard to say. I don't have any cards after it. But all I know is there's people in your life that are very grounded, that when you tell them that this is happening and this offering came to you, they're going to think it's too fast. There we go. He said it the right way. Do I get a cookie? All right, moving on. No, you're fasting. Finish your readings. Yes. Is it time yet? Is it time to do the Bane voice? Yes, a turkey sandwich with iceberg lettuce. Sag. Oh, Saggy. Sagittarius. 1916. All right. We have Sag. Okay. Been waiting. Not bad. Not bad. Really good. Again and again. Okay. Bottom of the deck. All right. Some sort of, where is the bed? Where are you sleeping? What is being retrieved? Something being retrieved. Wow. Wow. Never seen this. All my readings. Okay. These are both cards that whenever they come up, I tell you to go and be alone in nature. Okay, so Sag, this says be alone in nature, and then this says you're not being alone in nature. So this is very, very important that you focus on this. This is very, very important that you get this work done, because it's doubled. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not just like telling you that you're supposed to do this. I'm telling you that, like, you know, Spirit wants you to do this and you're not doing it, or you're not doing it enough, or you're not going and getting the answer that you need. And what is the answer that you need? Something is gone. Something is no longer. There's been a spiritual death, because this is in the spiritual position. So there's an old version of yourself that is no longer serving you. There's an old version or an old life that you manifested this ending. You know, it's like, once again, I keep seeing these readings come up in personal readings and you know, these Zodiac readings and things like that, where it's like, you know, it's like we manifested something, we manifested, and now that it's here, it's like the person's like, ah. So it's like, you know, looking at the physical, looking forward, like you're heading towards victory. So like you're heading towards victory, but you need to spend this alone time. You need to know that this version is gone. Like flashing forward to the end of the month, the very last card in the reading, we get the Tower. So it's like the phoenix is rising from the ashes. So it's like kind of like right now the building is in the state of crumbling, or the building has completely crumbled and the phoenix hasn't risen from the ashes yet. I'm looking at this as, you know, the caterpillars in the cocoon, and like the beautiful butterfly is about to be exposed. But once again, they're side by side. I always put the deck right here. So Sag, fire signs. Fire signs doing some soul retrieval work, huh? And this is the most evident spot. Like I said, anybody that took my course, I always tell them, if this comes up in the 5th position, this represents the past. So we're actually seeing, you know, the soul retrieval card in the past position here, Sag. So looking forward, what's going on? Soulmate. Manifesting good stuff. So whether this is somebody new or whether this is somebody in your reality, things are looking very, very positive in regards to love, looking forward, when this work is done. When we know that this old version is no longer serving, and like, you know, what's taking place from there, how are others seeing you? Others are seeing you fire on all cylinders. Like, you know, this is awesome. This is like the inner child, the grandmother, the grandfather, the, like, you know, this is like the whole world, and the whole tree of the Sephiroth is how people are viewing you right now. So very, very powerful position. If they only knew what was going on in your mind, Sag. No, I'm just kidding. Alexander told them now they know. More coffee, anyone? Haven't drank enough coffee till the cards shake. Anyways, no, seriously. King of Pentacles, hopes and fears. So hoping for this masculine power of fire, hoping to be able to control the fire, which you are doing. You are doing. So it's like if you lose your cool, if you get angry, if you get upset, whatever it is, whatever this is representing about this old version and stepping into the new, it looks like a little bit of it might be about the fire, how to use your fire, how to harness that fire. It's almost like making a sword. It's like you're the blacksmith right now, and the sword that you're making is your future timeline. The sword that you're making is your life. So looking at this with multidimensionality, the first cosmic position, we see this multidimensional, the most intuitive woman in the deck. Look how big her cup is. Even the Ace of Cups doesn't, this one's good. How do you even drink from that cup? Anyways, the biggest cup. So the multidimensional aspects, and then mind, body, spirit. So making sure that everything is being paid attention to, Sag. And I mean, once again, obviously, I like to let all signs know that. We got to make sure we're doing something for our mind, our body, and our spirit every single day. And maybe not body every day if, like, the body needs to recuperate or the body's resting, but at least every week, like if there's no physical activity whatsoever, I mean, it's like it should at least be 2 20-minute segments. Like if you're just like sitting there because of a certain physical ailment or something going on, I feel for you. You send out some love and prayers. But if you can be physically active, if you can at least take a walk or get into the gym or throw around some weights, like there's definitely aspects of when we do this stuff, it works on our posture, it works on our energy, and we produce a lot of endorphins and dopamine. So Spirit's reminding you, Sag, make sure you're meditating, make sure whatever this is, you take this alone time. You don't ask for it, you take it. And mind, body, spirit, okay? Because it's happening quick. Whatever this is, and by whatever this is, I mean the phoenix rising from the ashes, once again. It's happening very, very fast. So the last cosmic position is the Knight. Then we get to the card of ultimate mastery, the Emperor. But this is not representing a physical person. This is representing you reaching the mastery to celebrate. And that celebration is in alignment with the phoenix rising from the ashes, the very last card, being the Tower here. Again, that's 7 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 7 out of 9. We've seen the Tower card come up now. At least 6. I know it's 5, so that's at least 6. But I think 7 times we've had this Tower card come up. So like the collective is definitely processing something. Like we're all processing something together with this shift taking place and us stepping into the highest level of power that we can be in. So, taking something back, getting something back, soul retrieval, letting the phoenix rise from the ashes. We got work to do here still. I know sometimes people don't want to hear it. It's like, are we done yet? When do we get to party? Soon. I'll tell you that. I think it's soon. Like right now. Start partying, everybody. We made it. Alrighty. Seriously though, Sag. Come on. It's very important. I've never seen that. Thousands of readings. I've never seen those cards together. Alrighty. Capricorn. The she-goat. What are we at? 128.08. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Let's go Cap. Let's go Cap. Alrighty, bottom of the deck. A little bit of mastery. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this, Cap. All right, here we go. New beginning, tough decision. Okay, I can see the rest of the cards that are here, so I can kind of see why this is a tough decision. All right, so first of all, make sure you're looking where you're going. Okay, because this looks like about to this person looks like they're about to step off the cliff. Like that's where my focus is right now. Is this new beginning is taking place, and it's a tough decision. So something is off. You're feeling something's off. Something's off energetically because the Ace of Swords is in the energetic position. So this is the truth shall set you free. So what is your gut telling you about whatever's taking place in your reality throughout the month of July, or especially even right now? Because this card represents right now, or like the immediate future, like right around this time. We're getting the Ace of Swords, so the truth setting you free. Mind, body, spirit, and the physical. Okay, good stuff. So once again, we get this this card right here that's saying, representing the finer things in life. My focus is very much so on this little teeny tiny snail down there. You see that snail right there at the bottom? Okay, so something being slower than you wanted it to. Something taking a long time to manifest, okay? And then I get into looking at the immediate future, so about a week or two from now, we get to the Chariot with, once again, there's soul retrieval card, okay? Or is this soul retrieval for this one too? It is. I wanted to say like, oh no, you're doing like charity work, like moving forward to, no, it's, we're doing something as a collective here, okay? So something, and like, it looks like something's going on at work as well. I usually don't tune in on the diagonal. Looks like something's going on at work. If like you're working like that, like 9 to 5 or wherever you're working right now, it looks like there's a turd in the punch bowl, to be as loving as possible when I say it. Others are viewing you as going through a journey, but the worst of it is over. So that's good news. And then hopes and fears, hoping for some sort of offering. So whether this is financial, whether this is some sort of mortgage thing or a job thing or a raise at work, if this is what's been going on at work, is you're hoping for something, and like, what's your gut telling you, what's your body telling you, and just don't be in fear, don't be in dread about whatever this is, but there's definitely something that you're hoping for, because this is the one position this card comes up in where it's not a definite offer, it's something that's a potential, because it's what you're manifesting, so it's your belief structure to whether or not this anchors, or whether it's meant to be. Sometimes some things just aren't, fate oriented. So just know that whatever takes place, it's meant to be here. So we get to the card that represents the children. So for some, this is definitely actually representing physical children. They want you to think about the kids, or to think about your own inner child energetically for some. But there's definitely something with this representing physical children, like whether this is your own kids, of whoever's watching right now, or wanting to have children for some. A little bit with that. This is more representing the physical children and your own energetic inner child, and being strong, okay? Masculine and feminine balance, and what's taking place right now in the present reality, and what's taking place right now in the present reality, bo-bam, okay? So, okay. So is this person here right now? So, sword. Okay, let's remind you, okay? Everything that I'm saying right now for you, Capricorn, is more of a validation. You already know what I'm telling you. So if this is the new beginning, if this is the blockage, and you're like, I don't know whether to move forward, something feels off about this person. If any of these thoughts have gone through your mind, then Spirit is here validating that, yeah, there might be something better for you out there than the brown ray, okay? This person likes the brown light. Okay, so I think that you're more of like a teal, magenta, purple, that like white with a rainbow in it type of flavor, but to each their own. I mean, some people like brown light. What are we going to do? But whether this is your boss or your lover, I wish I had water. Oh, God, so much talking. Are we at 2 hours yet? Coffee will get me through. Oh, who are you? Who are you? Who are they? Who are they? Someone's triggered by what I'm saying. Okay. Is somebody out there watching this video in hopes of being with a Capricorn and you're trying to control them? Don't try to control my family. Don't try to put a feather in my throat. Ooh. Lightning bolt. No, I won't zap you. I won't zap you. I love you. I love you from over here. Anyways, wow. Okay, so this person's manipulative, whoever they are, okay? Whether this is a boss, whether this is a lover, whoever this person is, whether this is a potential lover, definitely pay attention, Capricorn. That's one thing that I'm getting is your intuition's telling you something's off. So whatever that is, whatever that's related to, whether it's family or love or job or career, whatever it is, what your intuition is telling you, your brother's here to validate. So pay attention to what's coming through this month. Your intuition is accurate. Here we go again. Okay, there's that Four of Swords. So something being retrieved. Once again, something coming back, something being retrieved to that earth goddess, that person that some consider a witch. Is she a witch? No. She's a counselor. She's a counselor of sorts. She knows what herbs work for what things and what what to do for what process. But we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We get the Queen of Wands directly underneath her in the same position. So we're definitely seeing that there's some serious mastery stuff going on. So whoever this is, if the kids are coming up, that's another thing I want to say. I got my shaman burps going on. Something's almost telling you don't. If this is a love situation, something's almost telling you that you don't feel comfortable with this person meeting the children or being around the children or meeting your siblings as well. This can be brothers and sisters. So pay attention, especially with the holidays and all the travel and the family get-togethers and the friendly get-togethers as well that go on during the summer. Pay attention. Oh, wow. I haven't felt myself trigger somebody that bad in a long time. You're special. Whoever you are, you're special. You. Love you. Fun, fun, fun. Aquarius, where are we? Okay, 137.05. 137.05. Aquarius. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to take him out. They've been trying to do that for years. You better try a little harder there, buddy. Woo! Yeah, extra knots be gone from my dick and vile wretches. Not a Capricorn, with the devil card. Okay. Power of Christ compels these cards. All right, anyways, moving on. Whew. Aquarius, we've almost made it around the wheel. All right. Woo. There it is again. Okay, Aquarius. All right, good. Okay, it ended. Okay, it ends good. It ends good. Is that the same part at the bottom again? Was that the same one from last reading? They all kind of blur together for me, to be honest with you. All right. Anyways. blending of the masculine and the feminine as one has not been completed, Aquarius. So there's some work that needs to be done revolving around the family, revolving around childhood, revolving around something that needs to be healed or transmuted. This is the part where people start to pop out of the reading. They don't want to hear that. Okay. Hey, I just dropped the cuts, okay? This work hasn't been done in the physical. You know it needs to be done. There's a difficulty knowing whether to go left or go right. There can be some sort of bloating, hip pain, or something going on in your body. If you're feeling any of these things, if any of this stuff is going on, this is your body telling you that your mind doesn't want to be thinking these thoughts anymore. So your mind can stop thinking the thoughts when you blend this all and you get all this healed. Working with the masculine, the feminine, and the inner child all together. But there's something that needs to be healed. There's something that you need to forgive the person, forgive yourself, thank the person. As difficult as this looks, I'm going to be honest with you. This looks pretty difficult to forgive. That doesn't mean it's impossible. And Spirit's letting you know it's not what you should do. It's what has to be done for you to step into your full power, for you to step and get this process done, to get this awakening that you've been manifesting for years. This needs to be healed. This needs to be transmuted. This needs to be dissolved. So it's up to you to be the person and just, like I said, what do I always say? It's like, whatever this challenge is, you need to ask yourself that. Without these challenges, if everything was just hunky-dory, you need to just be honest with yourself. Would I be awake right now? Would I be watching this guy's videos? Would I be working on myself? Would I be meditating? Sometimes we had to have certain traumas or challenges transpire so we would wake up in the first place. So just know that, because I'm seeing this crying over spilled milk. And then once again, this card can represent some sadness. So I'm seeing this, whatever it is that took place, it's probably pretty annoying to even hear me bring it up, but we have to do this because we have to attain the high ground. Others are seeing you on the high ground. Others are seeing you take the high ground. So this is what's necessary, is going through this healing. If you need to talk to somebody, or a professional, or whatever it is, to get this done, to even resolve this, to uncover whatever this truth is. If you can't remember what I'm talking about right now, you definitely should be able to remember. And if you can't remember, then there's some aspect of the mind is blocking this information from you right now. So this is very important, to get on the highest timeline, to get where we're going, to get where you're going, to stop this. You clearly know there's something going on. You clearly know there's been some reoccurring structure of a pattern going on in your life. So now that all this has gone on, let's make sure, while we know, all right, there's something I need to heal. I'm talking about myself right now. There's something I need to heal in my life, okay? To make sure that this doesn't happen in the next lifetime, or moving forward, or in the next segment, or in the next stage, or after this phoenix rises from the ashes. So this is something that, as difficult as it is, we need to be grateful for. So hopes or fears. It's actually fearing having to forgive whoever this is, actually fearing having to release this, because it means stepping into the next stage of life. This is something that will be done. This has to be done. This is the gnarliest 3 cards I've ever dropped alive. I'm going to be honest with you. Hold on to your butts, Aquarius. All right. Okay, we're going to use this as the thumbnail, me whistling going. Anyways, so this old version is dead by the end of the month. This has to be over. Betrayal, phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so what this is saying is, it's reiterating and revalidating. So this still isn't bad, even though I'm looking at these 3 cards that normally by themselves can be challenging. We're seeing that you manifested this. As hard as it is for you to believe it, you asked for this before you came here, or whatever it is, this was necessary for your awakening. This was necessary to reach your most powerful state and for the phoenix to rise from the ashes. Sometimes we don't know where the light is. We don't know which direction to move in until we're in the darkness, okay? And this is something that definitely happened through my Saturn returns, definitely happened that in my life, and has been had to come up at certain points for me to reach my mastery. Sometimes we get stagnant. Sometimes we're not doing the things that we came here to do. So sometimes we ask for certain people to basically throw a wrench in the machinery, and we ask for certain things to manifest. But this is saying that this is over. This ends. This death happens from whatever this betrayal is, and the phoenix rises from the ashes. I'm really, honestly and truly, this is the part where I normally joke around and act like a goof to make it funny. No, seriously, Aquarius, I'll be co-creating with you that whatever this is takes place and is harmonized, and this healing comes to you easily, with ease and grace. So everybody, that feels fit to throw some extra love towards our Zodiac brother or sister, this needs to be done, and it looks like it will be done one way or another, so why not make it as graceful as possible? Okay. All right, so we see the Queen of Wands once again getting to this card of your magical power, like, this card of being considered a witch and, hiding your power, hiding who you are, the traumas that took place in past lifetimes as well. The timeline. So you choosing the appropriate timeline, like I was just saying, like this needs to be done for this ascension to take place. Like this is the ascension card. This is like the seventh seal being broken, the judgment card. So this is a mass awakening. You see everybody waking up, not just yourself. So this timeline of what you wanted, that spirit's been guiding. So this is an excellent card to have as the last card, the star card. Does this sound like bad? No, I mean, it could. It's not bad. This is healing. This is transformation. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is you moving into joy, moving into bliss, moving into the process of creating the amount of serotonin that you deserve, to create the amount of DMT that you deserve, to maybe and that's what I'm getting at here with all this stuff, is if there's a connection between DMT, like what I was saying at the beginning of the reading, so if you fast forwarded to here, you might be a little confused. But if there's a connection to DMT in our actual psychic visions and our third eye being open, what if some people's third eye is open, but there's just not enough of the enzyme that allows them to be able to see, because there isn't enough happiness there through the serotonin, through the byproducts of having the serotonin and the dopamine, what is produced in the body. So what if some of the people that are watching this, or some of the people that are booking sessions with me and saying like, well, what's going on with my third eye? What's going on with my third eye? Maybe you're not happy enough. And I'm not saying that as an attack. I'm saying that like honest and truly, like what if we need to be in the state, what if we need to be in the state of joy to be able to access that for some. So I noticed some people punched out on that one as well. I totally hear you. There's some work to do, Aquarius, and I'll be holding space for you, and you're very, very loved. You're very loved. Pisces. Pisces 147:30. There we go. Pisces, completing the wheel. Here we go. Just everybody, if you can do me a favor. I know I already said it in the beginning, but it really helps with the algorithm of new people finding the video if you hit the like button, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. So a little similar reading to one of the earlier ones. It's not the two cards together, but this is saying that you I don't throw the word need around, but you need alone time. There's information of, do I go left or do I go right coming up for you, Pisces? And this is done in nature. This is done by the water. This is what's going to dissolve whatever feelings you're feeling in your body, of whether this is anxiety or bloating or hip pain or lower back or whatever's taking place. It does look like there's a little bit of worrying about money going on as well, or straight up just like being way overworked right now. It's either a worry about money or it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But yeah, there's definitely maybe like not getting what you deserve is coming up. All right. So 3, good stuff. The Lover's card. So we see this soulmate here card coming in. And then we see the Temperance card. We see the angelic card and the physical. So this is very, very powerful. So we see this new love maybe showing up here, and then we see you giving out the loving vibration here in the past. So this can be an old romantic situation, going through some sort of ascension or getting to a better place, and this is from the love that you've been giving out and the work that you've been doing here, Pisces. So good stuff. Because I see right here this card that often represents soul retrieval, but really it's more representing balance in the work that you've done. Once again, this is showing that a lot of work has been done to reach balance in your own life, to reach mental, physical, energetic balance of what you want. And this work has been is almost completed, because we're looking into July, so we're seeing that this work is done by the end of this month. How are others viewing you? Others are viewing you either having children, calling in children, or your inner child is just in the soup. That's an awesome card to have in that position. Others are viewing you as a brother, as a sister. Others are viewing you as, having that joy of the child. So good stuff there as well. Hopes and fears. Hoping for something to release or fearing for something to release. So really looking at this is going to be a little bit different for everybody. We usually just focus on the hope, but there's a little bit of something that you might know is on its way out that you're grabbing onto. We need to be prepared for anything in this ascension process. It's like kind of like we rolled a snowball down a hill, okay? So now that snowball has turned into an avalanche. That avalanche is the awakening process. The avalanche is this awakening of humanity in general, the planet, the whole cosmos waking up. So how do we hang on to, it's like almost like the person grabbing the soap so tight that pops out, or like, kind of like the hugging bunny syndrome. I love my bunny, I hope it lives forever. It got dark at the end. Okay, anyways. King of Pentacles. All right. So it goes from the awakening to you mastering fire. And to master fire, like I said, this can be for some people representing money. Are you happy with what you're doing in your physical life? Are you happy what you're doing for work? But this is definitely representing looking through the spiritual window. So on the awakening, mastering the fire, looking through the spiritual window. I'm getting that this is better than worse. Definitely, for sure. This is like a good thing. But with this, it's almost like this hose gets folded in half. So this hose gets folded in half, and when you have all this fire, when you have all this mastery, which you already do, it looks like somebody from the past is going to try to show back up. Somebody that maybe started this process or helped you start this process. So I would definitely pay attention, because look at this. Side by side. All right, so the number 6 and the number 15. 6, 1 plus 5, 6. So these are 2 corresponding cards. So this is almost like somebody new comes in, or you become the new version of yourself, or you're calling in this person. You're like, yes, me in the mirror. There's the sparkling version. There's the reflection of myself that now I'm ready for this reflection of me to step forward. Or the person is just straight up here and like, I don't know, what if they see you at the market or the wherever. It's like whoever this person is, just know. There's something taking place, because they're in this alignment with like with this card, where it's like, oh, but I still love you. And it's like, I don't know, I'm seeing manipulation again. I'm seeing manipulation again. So if something new is going on and something old is representing itself, you know what to do. You know what to do. What feels right? What feels right? Here's my question to you, because I don't want you to say, oh, the only reason I said no is because I watched Alexander's reading. Do you really think this person changed? Ask yourself that, and then you make the decision yourself. No pressure. It's like, but I spent so many nights waiting for them to come back, Alexander. And now they show up when things are going good? Awkward. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles. So once again, mastery of fire. So we've got the King and the Queen of Fire. So even though you're this water sign, you are mastering fire right now. You are mastering this element. And things coming in. End of the month. Sometime at the end of the month. I don't know if these are calls, emails, messages. Pay attention to what's coming in, and make sure you're making time for yourself, because I don't see that here. But either way, what is this? Okay? This needs to be done. This alone time needs to be taken. This is not something that we ask, well, I was kind of thinking of going to the river. No, just like, hey, honey, love, mom, dad, brother, I'm going to the river. See you later. Okay? But I want to go to the river. Okay, well, then I'll go, and I'll do what I need to do, and I'll come back and get you, and we can go back. Something like that. This is something that, like I told you, I don't throw the word need out there very often. It makes me laugh when people say, I need this. And I'm like, no, you don't. You want it. You want it very badly. Sometimes we say we need things that we don't need. This is almost a need. It is a need. I'll say it. You need to do this. You need to take this alone time. You need to take this alone time to just, you did all this work. You've worked so hard. Anchor it in, is what I'm getting. Okay? CrystalCurrent.com if you want those epic energy jewelries. GalacticTarot.com if you want to book a private reading. I love you guys so much. It's my pleasure to be here. You can see the weekly readings on Galactic Tarot on Instagram. I do the cards for the week, like I've been doing for, I don't even know, like 6 years now. And I'll see you on the 15th. If you're just one of the YouTube family, I'll see you on the 15th at the latest for the love readings, for more Zodiac fun, for more taking the cheat sheet and looking into our future timeline. I love you guys so very much that, this is where I am, and I get to do these readings for you, and I get to be of service. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for hitting that like button. I will have the times updated so you can skip ahead to wherever you need to be for your sun, your rising, your moon, your Mars. Sometimes it helps to watch the other parts. If you didn't get the reading that you loved today, watch the other parts and see what else is going on. And I love you guys so very much. Thank you for being here with me. See you soon.